We are on to round 5 of the NRL, so let's see which teams I think are going to perform well and which teams are going to flop. But first, let's see what happened in round 4, and we started off amazingly. That's all I'm going to say. Now, on Thursday, we had Roosters versus the Panthers, and I predicted an 8-point win for the Panthers, and they actually won by 6, so I was 2 off. However, that is enough to get me the result and a close score. So that is a very, very good start. Panthers, it was a really, really good game actually, but Panthers certainly had enough. And amazingly, they were the underdogs in this game, but they are picking up really, really good form now. I think the first game was just a bit of a blip, if I'm honest. But then on Friday, we had Rabbitohs versus the Bulldogs. And once again, I got it right, and I got it spot on. Rabbitohs, once again, they really had to pick up, they had to start winning. This is their first win of the season against the Bulldogs, who, yeah, I don't know how they won their other game, but 2016, I did Rabbitohs to win by 4, and they won by 4. So I get the point for result, plus I get 1 point for the, like 0.75 or something like that for the correct score. So amazingly, it's going well. But fortunately, that's where the really good run ended. Because Broncos versus Cowboys, I did a Cowboys win by 8. Broncos thought, nah, we're having none of that. We're going to destroy them, and Cowboys lost by 26, so that did not go well. And that was the Cowboys' first loss of the season. And I think I did say, are Cowboys going to finally lose? And they did. No one got a close score. 35% of people, went with Broncos, so they were the underdogs, and they picked up a very, very good win. And that is their second win of the season, so they are creeping up the table. Then on Saturday, we had the Dragons versus the Sea Eagles, and along with 90% of people, we did a Sea Eagles win by 10, and actually it was pretty much the opposite. Dragons won by 8, so that is also their second win of the season. Not great for the Sea Eagles. Nothing on the board for that game at all. Then Titans versus Dolphins. I got the right result at least, and nowhere near the correct score. I did Dolphins to win by 6. They actually won by 16. A very, very good result by the Dolphins, pushing them in to 5th place at the moment. So I get a correct result, not a close score, unfortunately. Then on Sunday, we had Warriors versus Knights, and I was pretty much bang on. 89% of people went with Warriors. It's just that the trip over to New Zealand seems to be enough. I did Warriors by 6, they won by 8. So, point for the result, half a point for a close score. Happy with that. Then, Sharks versus Raiders. What a high-scoring game this was. This is the sort of game you want to watch, right? It's good fun, lots and lots of tries. Really, really good. I got the correct result with a Sharks win. I did Sharks by 6. They actually won by 14. What a fun game to watch that would be. So yeah, correct result. There you go. Not bad. It didn't end so well this week because I did Eels to win by 14. They did not win by 14 because West Tigers, what is going on? That is their second win of the season. They are outperforming the original predictions. They won by 1 point. Wow. Yeah, 15% of people got that correct, and 1 person got the correct score. So well done to you. Onto the league table. In first place, and still in first place, is Coolabajul. In first place, Adelaide Bulldog has switched places with All Beach Bum. There's not massive movement going on. I think most people probably tipped in a similar way, to be honest, but let's see some movement. Johan Mustang up 7. G Chapman up 9. WM Footy NRL down 6. Not bad. Aussie Tash down 4 is out of the top 10 Aussie Tash. But there is me storming up because up 7 places is robreacts into 14th place. Not bad, not bad. Rhymister is up 9 to 15th. Stormy May down 5. Arlo GHT up 10. But who is going to get the wooden spoon? Wooden spoon. We're still... Oh, step out. Guteng down 18. Ouch. Amazingly, the golden hat is David Hill. And he's in 45th place and not moved. I think he may have started a little bit late, but well done, David Hill. If you keep this going, you will be skyrocketing. But the wooden spoon, Tim Hill. Is that David Hill's brother? Maybe. Wooden spoon goes to Tim Hill. Unlucky, but on to round 5. So the first game of the week is at Amy Park, Melbourne, on Thursday. It is Storm versus Broncos. Both teams off a pretty good win. They really are off a good win. It's certainly been a better start for Storm this season than it has been for Broncos, but I think there is still room for improvement for Storm. I think this will be a close one. I do think this should be a close one. It's in Melbourne. Is that going to make a difference? Maybe. I think what I'm going to do is go Storm by 6. I think that's a possible fair result. I do fancy a tight one anyway. So let's go Storm by 6. I think they may have enough after last week's loss as well. They're going to be coming into it firing, I would like to think. Then, Friday, Stadium Australia, Bulldogs versus Roosters. Now, this game, surely Roosters are the better team here. Roosters are the better team. Bulldogs near the bottom of the table. They have had one win, but they are sitting in 14th place. I think it should be. I think Roosters should have enough in it to get that win. So what I'm going to do is a Roosters win by 8. I think that's a fair result. Bulldogs potentially have an upset that they can possibly pull out their trousers. But Roosters should have enough, sitting in 4th place at the moment, 2 wins out of 4. Let's see how that one goes. Then McDonald Jones Stadium. We have got the Knights versus the Dragons. The Knights didn't really show much against the Warriors, but maybe that is a case of going over to New Zealand, maybe. I think Knights have a chance now against the Dragons. I think that's a big thing. They've coming back to a home game. I actually think that Newcastle Knights will probably win this. It's not guaranteed, but I'm going to go with a fairly good result for the Knights. I think I am going to give them a 10-point win. Yeah, a 10-point win. It should be a fairly interesting game, to be fair, but let's go with that. But then on Saturday, we are back to Stadium Australia with Rabbitohs versus Warriors. The Warriors obviously have had 2 games back-to-back at home. They are now coming away. They are making the trip back to Australia. It hasn't been a good start for Rabbitohs in terms of the fact that they are, they've only won their last game out of the 4. But are they going to do enough? I don't know. This actually is potentially a very, very tight game to call here. Will Warriors go 3 back-to-back wins? I don't know. I don't think they will. I think it may swing now that they're coming back over to Australia. So I'm going to give... Oh, it's going to be tight. I'm going to give a 4-point win to the Rabbitohs. I think, maybe the trip across for Warriors, maybe the deciding factor on what should be a fairly close game. So a 4-point win to the Rabbitohs. But then, 4 Pines Park over in beautiful Manly. Okay. Panthers versus Sea Eagles. Panthers are 3 out of 4 now. They've won their last 3 games. They're slowly. It's like a train building up. I think that, at the end of the day, the defending champions have still a quality team. I know playing on the road may make it a little bit harder, possibly, but I think they should get over the edge, and I'm going to go with a 6-point win for the Panthers. I think that's, once again, a fair result, and I think the Panthers have enough quality to beat the Sea Eagles, who are on a loss of the last 2 games. So Panthers win by 6. Then we are going Suncorp, Brisbane. We've got Dolphins versus West Tigers. I'm amazed by West Tigers, to be fair. Both teams have the same run of form. 1 loss and then followed by 2 wins. Surely West Tigers can't win this week again. At the end of the day, the Tigers, they've maybe the new coach has given them that form, but they have players out with suspension, so maybe that is what is going to be the difference here. They've lost their half without, due to suspension, so I think that may make the difference. So I'm going to go Dolphins by 6. Hopefully that'll make the difference. I say hopefully because I want the points. So Sunday comes around and we are Queensland Country Bank Stadium in Townsville. Cowboys versus Titans, and there is only one winner here. Yes, Cowboys did lose their last game, but that was a bit of a surprise, and Brisbane did do very, very well. Titans are 3 losses out of 3, and I don't see that turning round. Titans have lost their captain 2 weeks ago. That hurts. I really do think that hurts, because it's the gel. It's the gel that keeps the team together. So let's go with a big one. 18 points to Cowboys. Yeah, I just don't see the Titans season turning around here. So 18 points to Cowboys. Then the last game of the week at the GIO Stadium in Canberra. Raiders versus Eels. Both teams on the same form pretty much. 2 wins out of 4. What do we think? Raiders at home, I think that's going to probably play a fairly good advantage for them. Eels blew their chances against Tigers on last Monday, and I just think that's going to affect them. Sometimes you think, actually, a loss is going to really give them a kick up the arse, and I just don't see it here with the Eagles. And I think Raiders are going to, I don't think they're going to lose 3 in a row. So we are going to go with a Raiders win. A close one. A Raiders win by 4. Yeah, Raiders win by 4. So my picks for this week: Storm by 6, Roosters by 8, Knights by 10, Rabbitohs by 4, Panthers by 6, Dolphins by 6, Cowboys, the only big score this week that I'm predicting, by 18, and Raiders by 4. I think this week is looking like it may be a little bit tighter than previous weeks on scorelines, so we will see how it goes. Once again, thank you so much for joining. Make sure you stick around for the rest of the season, and I really hope you're enjoying the series of predictions. Please do like and subscribe, and I will catch you next time.